Welcome and hello everyone. Myself Vaibhavi Uttarwar. So today we are going to learn about a topic that is the maturity indices of the fruits and vegetables. So there are various maturity indices according to type of fruits and vegetable and what these are and what are their types and everything we are going to see in our video. So be connected up to end. So what is meant by maturation? First of all, it is very important thing that you know about the maturation process. So it is the step of developing leading the attainment of physiological horticultural maturity. So the step when the fruit or vegetable it attains the physiological and horticultural maturity. What is meant by it? It means when it is a fully developed and it attaining the physiological maturity. Physiological maturity means whatever the size development, so that is completely grown. So that is nothing but it is a completely mature. It is developed one but not ripened, only developed one. Okay. So if there is a flower of mango, so when it going to be in the size of the mango fruit, that is nothing but the fully developed and matured fruit. So we are only assessing here the maturation process or maturity of fruits. So what are the different principles of harvest maturity? Harvested commodity should have its peak acceptable quality when it reaches the consumer. Produce should develop an acceptable flavor or appearance. Produce should have optimum size and shape required by the market, and it should not be toxic or unacceptable. Harvest maturity should have adequate shelf life. So like that there are some principles of maturity. So here in this image you can see the flower, a simple flower is going to be developed into a big red tomato. So whatever the maturation process, it is nothing but from cell division, cell enlargement, cell expansion, and finally there is a fully developed fruit is present. So up to middle portion, that is a green tomato, that is nothing but matured tomato is developed one, or it is a done. Okay. After that, when it changes to red color, it changes its red color and there is a change in the taste of the fruit or vegetable, that is nothing but the ripening process. So one by one we will see what are the different processes for assessing maturity. So basically what is meant by physiological maturity? So the attainment of fully development of the stage just prior to ripening or ripening in non-climatic fruits. Then horticultural or commercial maturity is nothing but the stage at which growth and development is optimum for specific use. That is meant by stage is acceptable for consumer or market oriented. So in case of physiological maturity, the fruit is fully developed but it is unusable. We cannot use it for anything or any process. But in case of horticulture or commercial maturity, the fruit is developed and it is useful for the specific purpose. So in case of mango, as in my previous lecture I have told about already commercial maturity. So when mango they are at a green stage. Okay. So when they are fully developed and at green stage, so that is nothing but their commercial maturity. At that point we can use them as a raw material for pickles. But when we want to eat a fully ripened mango fruit, so that is nothing but the final ripening process. But what is commercial maturity? That is mean attainment of a fully developed green color. So horticultural maturity again may be classified into three different groups, that is physiologically immature, then firm and mature, and then harvest and ripe. So like that they are again classified. So here we can see what is meant by physiological immature. So the vegetables such as cucumber, peas, beans, carrots, beetroot, baby corn, okra are harvested when they are tender, crisp and fiber free. So that means when we are going to use them, still they are immature but they are usable. Okay. Next there is a firm and mature. So the fruits and vegetables which are attaining characteristic size, shape and maturity, they are harvested. Example apple, apricot, Then the banana, guava, mango, papaya, tomatoes. So these are firm and mature but not ripened. At the stage also we can harvest them and we can artificially ripen them. Then harvest at ripe. So when that is harvest at ripe, that is nothing but in case of non-climatic fruit, because they do not ripen after harvesting. So in such a non-climatic fruit, maturity is referred to as a full ripening. Example, citrus, grapes, pineapple, cherries, etc. So they should be fully developed and fully ripened on the plant, and after that they are free for harvesting. So that is nothing but the third type, that is harvest at ripe. Means before harvesting they are properly ripened one. So how to judge the maturity in fruits crop? So judging the maturity in fruits crop, so there are 4 ways, that is a culinary maturity, dessert maturity, shipping maturity and processing maturity. So what is culinary? So for cooking, fruits like papaya, jackfruit, tomato, fig, breadfruits, when used as a vegetables, harvesting is done at the immature and suitable stage. Means when we want to use them. So in case of papaya, we eat it or we consume it when it is fully ripened, but still we can use them at a raw, means unripened stage for preparation of tutti frutti. So that is nothing but a culinary maturity, means when we are going to use that. Again a second example, that is the baby corns or fully developed corns. So we can use them at a both stages. Then there is a dessert maturity. For local market, the fresh consumption, that is a jackfruit, watermelon, mango and orange. So that is dessert maturity, is nothing but they are fully ripened and properly sweetened fruits. Then shipping maturity. For long distance transportation, fruits will be harvested much earlier than the local consumption. That is meant by before ripening they are harvested, which prolongs the shelf life. Example, mango and banana. Means when we want to export fruit, they should be harvested somewhat earlier than the ripening stage. Then the processing maturity. For processing, harvest time depends on the distance of the orchard from the processing units and the type of the fruit and vegetable and produce to be prepared. Advantages of estimation of maturity. So what are the different advantages of estimation of maturity? So to keep up the quality of the product, to enhance the freshness, appearance, elegance of the produce, then improvement in the storage life of produce, management of ripening and senescence, then the extended utilization of the produce, then easy of handling or ease of handling, then to maximize the returns, to manage the environmental factors, to manage the pests and diseases, and for long distance transportation of the produce. So these are some advantages of maturity. Then there is a next point, that is how to identify or check the harvest maturity. So that is we are going to see in my next video. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you so much.